Welcome, Red Knight.
We left off with given only minutes to dress and gather their possessions. The Grumman students boarded the Thopter. The wings went to full extension, then began a powerful flapping rhythm as the craft flew through the rain over the dark water until its red strobe faded like a dying star. The universe is a place inaccessible, unintelligible, completely absurd, from which life, especially rational life, is estranged. There is no place of safety or basic principle on which the universe depends. There are only transitory, masked relationships confined within limited dimensions and bound for inevitable change. Meditations from Bifrost Eerie, Buddha-Islamic text. Raban's slaughter of the fur whales in Tulafjord was only the first in a chain of disasters to strike Abelard Harkonnen. On a sunny day when the ice and snow had begun to thaw after a long, hard winter, a terrible avalanche buried Bifrost Eyrie, the greatest of the mountain retreats built by reclusive Buddhist-Islamic monks. It was also the ancestral home of House Raban. The snow came down like a white hammer, sweeping away everything in its path. It crushed buildings, buried thousands of religious devotees. Emmy's father, Onir Rautha Raban, sent a plea for help directly to Abelard's main lodge. With knotted stomachs, Abelard and Emmy took an ornithopter, leading larger transports filled with local volunteers. He piloted with one hand while clutching her fingers with his other. For a lingering moment, he studied the strong profile of his wife's wide face and her long black hair. Though she wasn't beautiful in any classic sense, he never tired of looking at her or of being with her. They traveled along the folded coastline, then deep into the rugged mountain ranges. Many of the isolated retreats had no roads leading to the crags in which they nestled. All raw materials were extracted from the mountains. All supplies and people came via Thopter. 4 generations ago, a weak House Raban had surrendered planetary, industrial, and financial rights to the Harkonnens, on the condition that they be allowed to live in peace. The religious orders built monasteries and focused their energies on scriptures and sutras in an attempt to understand the subtlest nuances of theology. House Harkonnen couldn't have cared less. Bifrost Eyrie had been one of the first cities built like a dream of Shangri-La in the Backbone Ranges. Chiseled stone buildings were situated on cliffs so high that they remained above Lenkavale's perpetual cloud level, viewed from meditation balconies. The peaks floated like islands on a sea of white cumulus. The towers and minarets were covered with gold, painstakingly extracted from distant mines. Every flat wall surface was etched with friezes or intaglios depicting ancient sagas and metaphors for moral choices. Abelard and Emmy had been to Bifrost Eyrie many times, to visit her father or just go on retreats when they needed relaxation. Upon returning to Lenkavale after 7 years on dusty Arrakis, he and his wife had required a month at Bifrost Eyrie just to cleanse their minds. And now an avalanche had nearly destroyed that great monument. Abelard didn't know how he could bear to see it. They sat together tensely as he flew the ornithopter high, holding the vehicle steady in bucking air currents. Since there were few landmarks and no roads, he relied on coordinates for the Thopter's nav systems. The craft came over one razorback range and into a glacier-filled bowl, then up a rugged black slope to where the city should have been. The sunlight was dazzling. It is dazzling. With her jasper brown eyes, Emmy looked ahead, counting peaks and orienting herself before she pointed, still not releasing his hand from his tightening grip. Abelard recognized a few glittering gold spires, the milky white stones that held up the magnificent buildings. Fully a third of Bifrost Erie had been erased, as if a giant broom of snow had smoothed everything over, obliterating any obstruction. Whether cliff or building, or praying monk, the Thopter landed in what had been the town square, now cleared as a staging area for rescue and salvage parties. The surviving monks and visitors had swarmed out onto the snowfield. The robed figures used makeshift tools and even bare hands to rescue survivors, but mostly to recover frozen bodies. Abelard climbed out of the Thopter and reached up to help his wife down. He was afraid her legs might be shaking as much as his were, although cold gusts cast ice crystals like gritty sand in their faces. The tears that sprang to Abelard's pale eyes were not caused by the wind. Seeing them arrive, the barrel-chested burgomaster, Onir Routh Raban, came forward. His mouth opened and closed above a bearded chin, but he remained speechless. Finally, he just threw his thick arms around his daughter and gave Emmy a long hug. Abelard embraced his father-in-law. Bifrost Erie had been famed for its architecture, for prismatic crystal windows that reflected rainbows back into the mountain. The people who dwelled there were artisans who crafted precious items sold off-world to affluent, discriminating customers. Most famed of all were the irreplaceable books of delicate calligraphy and illuminated manuscripts of the enormous orange Catholic Bible. Only the wealthiest great houses in the Landsraad could afford a Bible hand-lettered and embellished by the monks of Lenkavale. Only the wealthiest great houses in the Landstrat could afford a Bible hand-lettered and embellished by the monks of Lenkavale. Of particular interest had been the singing crystal sculptures, harmonic quartz formations taken from cave grottos, arranged carefully and turned to proper wavelengths, so that the resonance of one crystal then tapped would set up a vibration in the next. And the next. In a harmonic wave, a music unlike any other in the Imperium. More work crews and transports are on their way. Abulard said to owner Rotha Raban, "They're bringing equipment and emergency supplies." "All we can see is grief and tragedy," Emmy said. "I know it's too soon for you to think clearly now, Father, but if there's anything else we can do..." The square-shouldered man with the gray beard nodded. "Yes, there is, my daughter." O'Neill looked Abulard straight in the eye. "Our teeth to House Harkonnen is due next month. We'd sold enough crystal tapes, tapestries, and calligraphy, and we had the proper amount of Solaris set aside. But now," he gestured to the ruins from the avalanche, "it's all buried in there somewhere. And what money we have we'll need in order to pay for, in the original agreement between House Raban and House Harkonnen, all of the religious cities on Lenkavale agreed to pay a specified sum each year. As a result, they were free of other obligations and left alone." Abulard held up his hand. "Not to worry. Despite his family's traditions of harshness, Abulard had always done his best to live well, to treat others with the respect they deserved. But ever since his son's whale hunt had ruined the breeding grounds in Tula Fjord, he found himself slipping into a dark, deep hole. Only the love he shared with Emmy maintained him, providing him with strength and optimism. "You can have all the time you need. What's important now is to find any survivors and to help you rebuild." Onir Rotha Raban looked too devastated even to weep. He stared at the people working on the mountainside. The sun was bright overhead, and the sky a clear blue. The avalanche had painted his world a pristine white, covering the depth of misery it brought. On Gidi Prime, in the private chamber where he often went to brood with his nephew and his mentat, Baron Harkonnen reacted to the news with appropriate indignation. In the midst of clutter, he bounced in his suspensor mechanism, while the others sat in chair dogs. A new, mostly ornamental walking stick rested against the chair, close at hand in case he needed to snatch it up and strike someone. The stick featured a Harkonnen griffin on its head, unlike the sandworm head of the one he had thrown off the balcony. Decorative pillars rose in each corner of the room, squared off in a jumbled architectural style. A dry fountain sat in one corner. There were no windows. The Baron rarely bothered looking at the view anyway, and the polished tile felt cold against his bare feet, which touched the floor like a whisper, thanks to his suspensors. In one corner of the room, a pole bearing the drooping banner of House Harkonnen lay tilted against the wall, tossed there casually and never righted. The Baron glowered over at Glossu Raban. "Your father's showing his soft heart and his soft head again." Raban flinched, afraid he might be sent back to talk sense into Abulard. He wore a padded sleeveless jacket of maroon leather that left his muscular arms bare. His close-cropped reddish hair had been smashed into a cowlick from the helmet he often wore. "I wish you wouldn't keep reminding me that he's my father," he said, trying to deflect the Baron's anger. "For 4 generations, the income stream from Lenkavale's monasteries has been unbroken. That was our agreement with House Raban. They always pay. They know the terms. And now, because of a little," the Baron snorted, "snowfall, they're going to think they're shirk their teeth? How can Abelard blithely wave his hands and excuse his subjects from their tax obligations? He is the planetary governor, and he has responsibilities." "We can always make the other cities pay more," Peter de Vries suggested. He twitched as additional possibilities occurred to him. He got up from the chair dog and moved across the chamber toward the Baron. The loose-fitting robe curled around him as he glided with the grace and silence of a vengeful ghost. "I don't agree with setting a precedent like this," the Baron said. "I prefer our finances all neat and tidy, and Lenkavale has managed to remain clean until now." He reached over to a side table and poured himself a snifter of Kirana brandy. He sipped it, hoping the smoky-tasting liquid would burn the ache from his joints. Since being fitted with his belt mechanism, the Baron had gained even more weight from reduced activity. His physical body felt like a burden hanging on his bones. The Baron's skin bore an aroma of eucalyptus and cloves from the oils he added to his daily bath. The massage boys had rubbed ointment deep into his skin, but his deteriorating body still felt miserable. "If we go easy on one city, it'll lead to an epidemic of manufactured disasters and excuses." He pursed his generous lips in a pout, and his spider-black eyes flicked over to Raban. "I can understand why you're displeased, Uncle. My father's a fool." De Vries raised a long, bony finger. "If I may make a point, my Baron, Lenkavale is lucrative because of its whale fur trade. Virtually all our profit comes from that one industry. The few trinkets and souvenirs from these monasteries bring a nice price, yes, but overall, the income is insignificant. On general principle, we require them all to pay, but we don't need them." The Mentat paused. "Your point being?" He raised his bushy eyebrows. "The point being, my Baron, that in this particular instance we can afford to, shall we say, make a point of the matter." Raban began to laugh, a booming chuckle similar to his uncle's. His exile on Lenkavale still rankled. "House Harkonnen controls the fief of Raban Lenkavale," the Baron said. "With fluctuations in the spice market, we need to ensure our absolute control in every money-making enterprise. Perhaps we've been lax in watching over my half-brother's activities. He may feel he can be as lenient as he wishes, and that we'll ignore him. This sort of thinking needs to stop." "What are you going to do, Uncle?" Raban leaned forward, and his thick-lidded eyes narrowed. "It's what you are going to do. I need someone familiar with Lenkavale, and someone who understands the requirements of power." Raban swallowed with anticipation, knowing what was coming. "You're going back there," the Baron ordered. "But this time, not in disgrace. This time, you have a job to do." Death Note. PTI. How are you doing there, Devo? Hello, hello. Ooh, this baby maybe. Yeah, this quick little picture for Instagram. Highlights live. And then we shall continue with Dune House Harkonnen. And hopefully chat with you. Death Note. PTI. Give me 1 minute there. And we shall reconstruct the Royal Hall and such. Today will be I play some Dishonor back to maybe Hand of Fate I kept open for 72 hours and then shut it down last night after some frustrating Fortnite after Thursday's stream, so it's a little frustrating. Our purple atmosphere, we'll just have to get back from a developer Australia Cheese, but it's okay. Is this who I think it is, Death Note? PTI. What happened to your last 2 accounts if that was the case? Thanks for the follow in any case. It doesn't hurt, you know. Alright, just get a little highlight there of the surroundings. And wore some merch today as well. Wore our merch. Wanted to mention that. In any case, Death Note, you seem to be of the human variety.
Welcome, Red Knight.
A warm welcome to you. Yeah, we're starting off with the readings, then we're going to reconstruct the Royal Hall. Over here, it's been a good while for that. We're just going to add in the recent programs and Sleeping Channel rewards, karaoke, all set for things like that. I want to check the other karaoke clip, see if I can improve the karaoke scene at all, but I don't know, the Chillstone isn't too much clutter here. We've organized it a bit. It was kind of racist. It is you! Well, Mr. Dr. Death, I want to encourage use for some champion commands here. Exclamation champion for that same list. We have visual effects, musical sound effects, and theatrical. We're going to play a pirate game soon. They didn't play it at the cast party with me last night. It was frustrating. They just wanted to play a caveman game instead. Anyway, getting to our readings here. I want to thank you for starting off our chat today, keeping the chat curse at bay. Let's read some sci-fi at the moment. Glad you enjoyed our latest script, though. And it's good fun. You have made it back to the Dragon's Doomsday. Truly lovely place to be. I look forward to many great Dragon Nights, Dishonored fun with Emily Caldwin, some pirates, some hobbits, and everything else in between and on the way to Dragon comes you as well. As you saw that Fortnite recently, maybe we'll get to load that today too, just for those daily comps and such. I doubt it would perform much better even with 500 latency with my rounds I had last night or such. They're just frustrating. So welcome in, Nesselin. Join us. We'll be live here Magnificent Monday, at least till 8 o'clock here tonight, but plenty of time. Johnny Bravo also in the house. He wants to say hello to you. Good fun indeed. Death Note, yeah, I saw their Monkey D. Luffy today action figure. It was funny. Work and such. Busy day at work, but anyway, Magnificent Monday. We'll continue with some House Harkonnen. We'll do enjoy many adventures. We could do also chat interactive ones. Some Gladiator, Ludus if you like. Domina is a good one. Can get you a little Gladiator fight. That's definitely a good drinking game or such. We can do that late in the night since I got tomorrow off, thankfully. So we have a little more time. It's a very busy weekend, the second weekend of the show. Other family made and such, but definitely more family, more friends did not make it, unfortunately. No co-workers made it, but I'm glad you did. And at least had some family and friend came in the weekends. So yes, on with Magnificent Monday. Enjoy those champion commands at your leisure. We also have a new cheer here for Game of Thrones celebrity cameo, Sir Meryn Trant. But champion commands are free. Exclamation champion for that same list. And Magnificent Monday shall continue into the Royal Hall and everything else. The Bene Gesserit tell no casual lies. Truth serves us better. Bene Gesserit Coda. On an overcast morning, Duke Leto sat alone in the courtyard of Castle Caladan, staring at an untouched breakfast of smoked fish and eggs. A magna board containing metal-impregnated paper documents rested by his right hand. Kalia seemed to be attending to fewer of the daily business matters. So much to do, and none of it interesting. Across the table lay the remains of Thufir Hawat's meal. The Mentat had eaten hurriedly and departed to tend to the security details required for the day's affair of state. Leto's thoughts kept wandering to the highliner that had entered orbit and the shuttle that would soon come down to the surface. What do the Bene Gesserit want of me? Why are they sending a delegation to Caladan? He'd had nothing further to do with the sisterhood since Romber had taken Tessia as his bound concubine. The representative wanted to speak to him about an extremely important matter, yet refused to reveal anything further. His stomach nodded, and he hadn't slept well the night before. The insanity of the Mauritania-Kazi conflict weighed constantly on his mind. While he had gained structure in the Landstrad for his determined diplomatic efforts, he was sickened by the recent kidnapping and execution of the Archduke's family members. Leto had met Armand de Kaz's daughter, Sonia, found her attractive, had even considered her a good marriage prospect. But Grumman thugs had killed Sonia and her uncle. He knew this would not be solved without further bloodshed. Leto watched a bright orange and yellow butterfly flutter above a vase of flowers at the center of the table. For an instant, the pretty insect made him forget his troubles, but the questions seeped back into his awareness. Years ago, at his trial by forfeiture, the Bene Gesserit had offered him assistance, though he knew better than to expect unfettered generosity. Thufir Hawat had given Leto a warning he already knew too well. The Bene Gesserits aren't errand girls for anyone. They made this offer because they wanted to, because it benefits them somehow. Hawat was right, of course. The Sisterhood was adept at securing information, power, and position. A Bene Gesserit of hidden rank was married to the Emperor. Shaddam IV kept an ancient truthsayer at his side at all times. Another sister had wed Shaddam's spice minister, Count Hasamir Finring. Why have they always been so interested in me? He wondered. The butterfly landed on the magna board beside his hand, showing off its beautiful patterned wings. That's my family member, yes. Dad, read someone. I'm looking for a new champion here just to show that. New champion. Oh, yep, Johnny says hello. I think you did meet him before, actually. Even with advanced Mentat abilities, Hawat could provide no useful objections regarding the Sisterhood's motives. Let me know, Death. Always appreciate feedback. The sound, video quality, okay. I know, yeah, the visual quality will improve with better internet and such, even though that we had still had chat curse last time. I did have the good internet, but it'll still be better in the future. But can you see that champion for fun commands okay there on the bottom left? Is that clear enough and all? Like you can understand what it means? Typing exclamation champion for that full command list. Is that clear enough? I know it's, a few things here on the stream. We're featuring some featured chatters and such for the month of October as well, but you can read that exclamation champion, right? Just making sure. Perhaps Leto should ask Tessia, Romber's concubine, usually gave straightforward answers. But even though Tessia was now a part of the Atreides household, the young woman remained loyal to the sisterhood. And no organization kept its secrets better than the Bene Gesserit. With a flash of color, the butterfly danced in the air in front of his eyes. He extended a hand, palm up, and to his surprise, the creature landed on it, perching so lightly that he barely felt a thing. Do you have the answers I'm looking for? Is that what you're trying to tell me? The butterfly had placed its complete faith in him, trusting that Leto wouldn't harm it. So it was, too, with the sacred trust the good people of Caladan placed in him. The butterfly darted off and dropped to the ground, seeking dew in the shade of the breakfast table. Suddenly, a house servant appeared, stepped into the courtyard. You can see it. When to figure it out by yourself. Yeah, I mean, the commands aren't like the most familiar thing until you spend more time. And the chats are such as exclamation before a word, and just that happens to bring up the whole champion menu, which is all commands. So those are at least some free features like our voice mod stickers, which cost a few bits a piece. But yeah, champion commands are free for all Dragon Knights currently, so enjoy them at your pleasure. We can, just do them as we read or anytime, really. Alright, house servant. My Duke, the delegation has arrived early. They are already at the spaceport. Leto stood abruptly, knocking the Magna board off the table. It tumbled onto the cool flagstones. The servant hurried to pick it up, but Leto brushed him aside when he saw that the butterfly had been crushed beneath it. His own carelessness had killed the delicate creature. Disturbed, he knelt beside it for several seconds. Are you all right, my lord? The servant asked. Leto straightened, brushed off the Magna board, and assumed a stoic expression. Inform the delegation that I will meet them in my study instead of the spaceport. As the servant hurried off, Leto lifted the dead butterfly and laid it between two Magna board sheets. Though the insect's body had been crushed, the exquisite wings remained intact. He would have the creature encased in clear plaz so that he could always remember how easily beauty could be destroyed in a moment of carelessness. Also got your good avatar there, Dr. Death. And I think you would like Diva from Overwatch anyway, so that's a pretty fitting one for you, but feel free to change it up in the About Me avatar widget. Any avatar you like. We've got a big selection of them Marvel characters included. Halloween characters included. You'll enjoy the Halloween costume coming up. Maybe we'll do a special stream just to reveal that. With his black uniform, green cape, and ducal badge of office in place, Leto rose from his Alaka wood desk. Kirby, kind of, yeah. Just the little mech suit, but yeah, I'm glad you can see that. Appreciate that. Thank you for starting off our chat there, Death. Alucard or others should be along from New Zealand here shortly, if not other friends from our cool California. He bowed as 5 black-robed sisters entered, led by a severed-faced, gray-haired woman with hollow cheeks and bright eyes. His gaze shifted to a bronze-haired young beauty beside her, then focused back on the leader. Must be Jessica, yeah. I am Reverend Mother Gaius Helen Mohayim. The woman's face showed no hostility, nor did it ease into a smile. Thank you for allowing us to speak with you, Duke Leto Atreides. Normally I do not grant visitors on such short notice, he said with a cool nod. Hawat had advised him to keep the woman off balance, if possible. However, since the Sisterhood does not often ask for my indulgence, I can make an exception. A household servant closed the doors of the private study as Leto gestured to his warrior mentat. Reverend Mother, may I present Thufir Hawat, my security commander. Ah, the famous master of assassins, she said, meeting his gaze. An informal title only. Rigid with suspicion, Hawat bowed slightly. Tension hung thick in the air, and Leto did not know how to cut it. As the women took seats in deep-cushioned chairs, Leto found himself captivated by the young girl with bronze hair, who remained standing. Perhaps 17 years old, her intelligent green eyes were widely set on an oval face that had a slightly upturned nose and generous lips. She carried herself with a regal bearing. Had he seen her before? He wasn't certain. When Mohiam looked at the young girl, who stood straight and rigid, they exchanged hard stares, as if some strain existed between them. This is Sister Jessica, a very talented acolyte, trained in many areas. We would like to present her to your household with our compliments. Present her to us, Hawat said with a hard edge in his voice. As a servant, or as your spy? The girl looked at him sharply, but quickly covered her indignation. As a consort, or just a sounding board for ideas? That is for the Duke to decide. Mohiam calmly ignored the mentat's accusatory tone. Bene Gesserit sisters have proven their value as advisors to many houses, including House Carino. She kept her attention firmly on Leto, though it was clear she remained aware of every movement Hawat made. A sister may observe and draw her own conclusions, but that does not make her a spy. Many nobles find our women to be fine companions, beautiful, skilled in the arts of... Leto cut her off. I already have a concubine, who is the mother of my son. He glanced at Hawat, saw the mentat analyzing the new data. Mohiam gave him a knowing smile. An important man such as yourself may have more than one woman, Duke Atreides. You have not yet chosen a wife. We also finished Red Dead for the first time there, Dr. Death. We'll be getting back to that soon, getting back to High Honor, and replaying it another playthrough as well after we finish it one more time for the better endings for first playthrough. Mohiam gave him a knowing smile. An important man such as yourself may have more than one woman, Duke Atreides. You have not yet chosen a wife. Unlike the Emperor, I do not maintain a harem. The other sisters looked impatient, and the Reverend Mother let out a long sigh. The traditional meaning of the word harem, Duke Atreides, included all the women for whom a man bore responsibility, including his sisters and mother as well as concubines and wives. There was no implied sexual connotation. Word games, Leto growled. Do you wish to play word games, Duke Leto, or strike a bargain? The Reverend Mother glanced over at Hawat as if considering how much to say in front of the mentat. A matter involving House Atreides has come to our attention. It concerns a certain plot perpetrated against you years ago. With a barely perceptible jerk, Hawat focused his attention. Leto leaned forward. What plot, Reverend Mother? Before we reveal this vital information to you, we must arrive at an understanding. Leto wasn't the slightest bit surprised. Is it so much we ask in return? Because of the urgency of the situation? Mohiam thought it might be necessary to use the voice on him, but the mentat would surely recognize it. Jessica remained standing to one side on display. Any other nobleman would be glad to have this lovely child as part of his retinue, in any capacity. Leto's thoughts whirled. It's clear they want to have someone here on Caladan. For what purpose? Just to exert influence? Why would they bother? Tessia is already here. If they need a spy so badly, House Atreides has respect and influence, but is not particularly powerful in the Landsraad. Why have I come to their notice? Tessia's already here if they need a spy so badly. And why are they so insistent upon this particular girl? Leto came around in front of the desk and gestured to Jessica. Come here. The young woman glided across the small study. A head shorter than the Duke, with unblemished and radiant skin. She gave him a long, importunate look. I've heard that all Bene Gesserits are witches, he said as he ran a finger through the bronze silkiness of her hair. She met his gaze and responded in a soft voice. But we have hearts and bodies. Her lips were softly sensual, inviting. But what have your heart and body been trained to do? She fended off his question in a tranquil tone. Trained to be loyal, to offer the comforts of love, to have children. Leto glanced at Thufir Hawat, no longer in a mentat trance. The leathery warrior nodded, indicating that he did not object to the bargain. In their private discussions, however, the two had planned an aggressive tack with the delegation to see how the Bene Gesserit would respond under pressure. To keep them off balance so the Mentat could observe. This appeared to be the opportunity they had discussed. I don't believe the Bene Gesserit ever give without taking, Leto snapped in sudden fury. But my lord, Jessica could not complete the sentence, because he snatched a jewel-handled knife from a sheath at his waist and held the blade to her throat, pulling her tightly against him in a hostage position. Her Bene Gesserit companions did not move. They gazed at Leto with an unnerving serenity, as if they thought Jessica could kill him herself if she so chose. Mohiam watched with impenetrable bird-like eyes. Jessica tilted her head back, exposing more of her soft, smooth throat. It was the way of D-wolves, as she had been taught in the mother's school. Bare your throat in total submission, and the aggressor backs away. The tip of Leto's blade pressed into her skin ever so slightly, but not enough to draw blood. I don't trust what you offer. Jessica remembered the command Mohiam had whispered in her ear just before they stepped off the shuttle in the Kala Municipal Spaceport. Let the chain be unbroken. Her stern mentor had said, you must give us the female child we require. Jessica hadn't been told where she fitted into the Sisterhood's breeding programs, and it was not her position to ask. Many young girls were assigned as concubines for various great houses, and she had no reason to believe she was any different from the others. She respected her superiors and worked hard to show this, but sometimes Mohiam's unbending ways chafed her. They'd had an argument on the way here, and the remnants of it still hung in the air. Leto whispered in her ear, I could kill you now, but he could not hide from her, or any of the sisters, that his anger was feigned. Years ago, as a test, she had studied this dark-haired man as she hid in balcony shadows on Wallach 9. She pressed her neck against the blade. You are not a casual killer, Lord Atreides. He withdrew the edge, but kept his arm around her waist as she said, You have nothing to fear from me. Do we have a deal, Duke Leto? Mohiam asked, unruffled by his behavior. I assure you, our information is quite revealing. Leto didn't like being cornered, but he stepped away from Jessica. You say a plot has been perpetrated against me? A smile worked at the wrinkled corners of the Reverend Mother's mouth. First, you must agree to the contract. Jessica stays here, and as Leto and his warrior Mentat exchanged glances. She can live in Castle Caladan, he said finally, but I do not agree to take her into my bed. Mohiam shrugged. Use her as you wish. Jessica is a valuable and useful resource, but do not balance. Biology will take its course. Reverend Mother, what is your vital information? Hawat demanded. Clearing her throat, Mohiam replied, I speak of an incident some years back in which you were falsely accused of attacking 2 Axu ships. We have learned that Harkonnens were involved. Both Leto and Hawat stiffened. The Mentat's brows furrowed in deep concentration as he awaited further data. You have proof of this? Leto asked. They used an invisible ship to fire upon the Tleilaxu vessels, implicating you in an attempt to stare at Atreides' Tleilaxu war. We have the wreckage of the craft in our possession. Last page here for now there, Dr. Death. An invisible ship? I've never heard of such a thing. Nonetheless, it exists. We have the prototype, the only one of its kind. Fortunately, the Harkonnens experienced technical problems, which contributed to its crash near our mother school. We have also determined that the Harkonnens are unable to manufacture another such ship. The Mentat studied her. Have you analyzed the technology? The nature of what we discovered cannot be revealed. Such a fearsome weapon could wreak tremendous havoc on the Imperium. Leto barked a short laugh, elated that he finally had an answer to the question that had nagged him for 15 years. Thufir, we'll take this information to the Landsraad and clear my name once and for all. Reverend Mother, provide us with all of your evidence and documentation. Mohiam shook her head. That is not part of our bargain. The tempest has abated, Duke Leto. Your trial by forfeiture is over, and you have been acquitted of the charges. But not cleared. Some of the great houses still suspect I was involved. You could provide conclusive proof of my innocence. Does that mean so much to you, Duke Leto? Her eyebrows rose. Perhaps you could find a more effective way to spin this coin. The Sisterhood will not support such an endeavor simply to bolster your pride or salve your conscience. Leto felt helpless and very young in the face of Mohiam's intense stare. How can you come to me with information like that and expect me not to act on it? If I have no proof of what you say, then your information is meaningless. Mohiam frowned and her dark eyes glittered. Come now, Duke. Leto. Is House Atreides interested only in trappings and documents? I thought you valued the truth for itself. I have given you the truth. So you say, Hawat answered coldly. The wise leader understands patience. Ready to depart, Mohiam signaled for her companions. One day you will discover the best way to use this knowledge. But take heart. Simply understanding what truly occurred in that highliner should be worth a great price to you. Knowledge. Duke Leto Atreides. Hawat was about to object, but Leto held up his hand. She's right, Thufir. Those answers are quite valuable to me. He looked over at the bronze-haired girl. Jessica can stay here. How about that? Jessica there for the first time. Interesting stuff. Alright, let us get that royal hall together here. That That will be good to do. See. Alrighty. Good place to be. Certainly. Should be alright. Show that lots more here soon. Alright, let me take a look what I have so far and what we need to add. Okay. Got the old sponsorship. We'll do a new one. This one. Yeah, those two. A new sponsorship. Can take a picture of. And a new program as well. That'll be great. Clear enough. All right. See how that looks here. Frame drop a level out. Enough, hopefully. It's a little on and off there. Ghost face added. Pretty funny. Yep. Pictures and things. Back to Dune Sue and more Benvolio soon as well. Do you have time with those? Will be time. viewers, welcome on back there. Yeah, probably just our internet up here, not the best, you know. Should be stable at my end though. Everything, just a little frame drop, but nothing too bad. Not the best, you know. Got to get everything in the Royal Hall here. It's been a long time coming to repair that, so we got to switch on over to that now. Get it together. Take a look. For a few of the dragon juice mentions, truly one of the best places you could be here tonight, Death. Just as good as Vegas or so. Let me see. Rotate. Got my first one here. One second. Alright, doing it right there, Doctor Death. Getting it together here. Just a few of these programs for good fun. Should get the point across, you know. Absolute power. Corrupts absolutely. Alright. These aren't too unique, but try to get some of the unique ones. I don't know if we need the headshot per se. Let me see how it looks here though. Initially we'll play with, you know, a few different versions. I like to show something, you know, unique about all of them, but experimenting. Let's see, this will be royal. See how this first one looks here. Dr. Death. Trying to get all these together, just, you know, good place to put them all. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the other. Yeah, I think I need more unique like information about it, so find a way to do that. Is there a way to delete that? Yeah, existing source. Is it deleted once I actually delete it? I don't know. Alright, let me get more information here. While we're still in the reading fun category and all. What more information here? Alright. Let me see. Yeah, we just add bits and parts of it. Should be alright. Just be fun to have mainly the stream mentioned on here. Okay. I don't like how unique it is for each of these. Some of them aren't that unique per se. Let me see. Forgot Macbeth, this one. This one. I don't know. All of them aren't that unique, you know. It's basically the same thing. The only one that's different is this one. So I'll just do that slightly differently, I guess. But I think it deserves some mention, you know. Printed in the programs. Should be good enough. And this one with paint as well. Get the sponsor one. Almost there. On to our first adventure tonight. We're signing Dr. Death. A little frustrating. I turned the computer off after 72 hours on for End of Fate, but which I would have picked up from, of course. But alright, there's not much room for these ones. I'm gonna have to move those over just a little bit. Not too much room. Just not well organized. Well formatted, I should say. We got display capture here in Royal Hall. Alright. Yeah, I guess that fits. I just kind of have a big space here, though. Maybe I should just shrink it down. I'm just like, I don't have that other places. Gets the main point across, right? Alright, try that for now. At least give a little homage to ones actually done here, so I'm gonna try that. Format, save. At least we have the idea, right? We'll just overwrite the previous one. And let's try it. I also have Sleeping Channel rewards to bring back. Those are in Dragon's Roost. Dragon's Roost, Sleep Channel rewards, sleep. We'll bring those back so you know there, Dr. Death. These are indeed some Sleeping Channel rewards we'll bring back here soon. Better internet and such. And now, yeah, I don't spend too much time in the Royal Hall anyway, but for when we do, we'll have another homage and such there. Dang, I thought I fixed the formatting. Let me see. Yeah, Royal 1, it should work. There we go. There's, yeah, little clippings, and so give you an idea. We already had the hype knife feature, 6 and 7 hype chain at once, I believe. Put that in the armory, no, in the treasure vault. Oh yeah, I don't have access to treasure vault anymore. I do. Okay, treasure vault. 6 and 7 hype chain we got. I don't remember some of the funny pictures and things. They're pretty funny. Good enough for now, though. Alright, we get an idea there. Just one of my little headshots. Not really my real headshot, but recent, bio headshot. Put the other headshot in, put my headshot. There'd just be too many pictures of my face in one place, so that's good enough for now. Little news clippings, little things there. I know I put an eye on the town and others. I did have that other one, but I put the website. Maybe I'll just include the one more there from the other one for variety. Let me put yeah, I can put characters and things too, but let me find one more thing to add here. Right on the town and whatnot. Shakespeare, I guess. Kind of silly, but good to have more to it, To give an idea, Just adding to it. Alright, no worries there, Dr. Death. Where is that chat box here? I might need to add that back. It was behind you. Behind the picture. Alright, we shall see you soon, Dr. Death. Get into our first adventure here next. Hope you enjoy evening as well. Get your first champion command when you are ready. Yeah, we're just sprucing up the Royal Hall bit by that. Gonna get to our first adventure for the night, deciding what that'll be next. Back to Dishonored, Red Dead, Hand of Fate, Age of Mythology, other game modes, Hunt, Fortnite. There's a lot to choose from. Close all those pictures I was editing. We shall see. Close some Chrome, no Chrome. Alright. That was a good bit of fun though. We got the picture, got the little logo. It's good to have in the Royal Hall. Uniqueness, we could also have it just in other places, but there's not really much room for it. Other places, at least have it there in the programs and things. How it actually looks in the program. Yep, there's not really much room for that here. It would be very tiny if we did it like right next to my left here. Probably be a really tiny box, don't you think? Thinking about it. Would that be worth it? I think it's good there in the Royal Hall. Show those bios, other things to be added. See you soon, Death Note. Some great adventures here. Thinking of Dishonored or such. We did play quite recently, a half hour. Our Magnificent Monday. Maybe we'll pick it up with that in just a few minutes. Thank you, lovely Dr. Death. Great to see you. Yeah, we'll be here Maybe tonight. Tomorrow's looking good as well. Tomorrow evening should be fantastic. Alright, 5-minute break and we'll close out Magnificent Monday. Probably do some other adventures. All the time we have, just a bit tired tonight, rest, but tomorrow night will be good. I don't know. We'll see. Give me a few minutes and we'll carry on like a Dr. Death, bringing that chat to life. Very lovely. So then let's pick it up, likely with some Dishonored, since 4 nights that should be pretty frustrating lately. But Dishonored, lovely fun times. We'll see if we have time for some multiplayer check out. And played Hunt since Halloween event yet either. But we'll look at those later. Pick it up Dishonored here since October 18th. October 18th. For that, so a few days. Thursday, Friday, technically, Friday morning. It's good times. Yeah, let's see about achievements and things. Sure, I have most of the, almost half the achievements. That'll be fun to carry it through. Alright, well, let's get to some of that and get those headphones in. Yeah, so at one point I actually did that display capture and the game capture on because I saw duplicate screens basically. That was weird. Make sure not to by accident, often as possible at least. Shall see. Yeah, isn't that weird? It duplicates it like that. You see the smaller one? I actually did that during the gameplay at some point. By accident. You can still see everything, it's just, you know, the smaller one in the foreground, the bigger one in the background. Kind of strange, but yeah, I shouldn't do that. Accident. The overlay for some reason is just on all the time now. I don't know what's up with that really, but it doesn't really matter. No Teletubbies to worry about. We're fine. Anyway. It's a good time. Yeah, make sure we're properly switched over. No, I didn't actually switch to Dishonored yet. Great fun though, one of my favorites. Yeah, Skyrim and such, my earlier days. So Dishonored we go. For the time we have left tonight, still Magnificent Monday. We shall make the most of it. Alright then. Keeping it up for now. See. Continue, it's funny, like it actually shows where we were basically, the Clockwork Soldiers. It knows where I was and who I was playing at, it seems like. Alright, November 2021 to autosave and quick save. Yeah, quick save should be fine. That's right after the mission. Autosave doesn't matter. Perfect. Let's pick it up from there with that Delilah and all. Let's see how it's looking today. No powers or equipment in the void. But you can still interact with stuff. Father's guitar. The attack animations are annoying sometimes. Blending through things and getting used so quickly. Overall, it's worth it. Here's the water. It's good stuff. Aged well, you know.
The void, but somehow different this time.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
Try to make sure I don't do it by accident. I think it's only more than a few minutes last time, but it's kind of, hard to tell. So maybe I should adjust it just so I don't do it by accident. I don't know why it's stretched like that. It's probably the resolution, but as long as I pay attention, it shouldn't happen by accident. Don't know why it's, open like that, but it's alright. Truly a lovely place to be. Let's carry on.
I told you when you're older. How's next year?
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Business, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
Whatever you do,
Empress.
I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me your name?
We were just playing.
Never mind, Jessamine. What is your account?
It was her. Delilah's life. She broke it.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
Right. Excellent fun.
When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Back to it.
Pushed out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies.
They both do that, yep. All the powers I can get with that new Shadow Walker, so it's gonna be very different playing in no powers mode, but we'll enjoy what we have for now. No extra runes, some amount of bone charms. Let's see what else. For Emily. Take our time of it. Yeah, can we crouch walk? Not actually walk. Not that you really need to, but that's interesting. The rats. I mean, playing the outsider. Assassination of the outsider, whatever, definitely. So the outsider may want to kill the rats less, because you can talk to them, actually. Understand them. Yeah, that's different for sure. That 2 years ago already. Don't really feel like that long. Well, the time does pass. Oh well, at least we wore some merch today. We got to talk with Dr. Death. Starting off our chat strong. Shadow Walk.
Wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost. Clever man.
Not clever enough. What's wrong with people like that?
A restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Dindos would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Emily did for me, freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
Be there soon enough. Doesn't hurt to explore. To get health anyway. All these precious elixirs. Playing just on normal difficulty, but I'll check the achievements after this playthrough. Maybe we'll go for some more achievements. I need my pistol shots. Don't seem to be very effective at killing them, does it? Not really. Guess they're too small or something. Pistol's too big. Save all my upgrades for stealth though. Being low chaos, you can still go high chaos anytime, but there's no need. I will do one low chaos for check the achievements. Go for the more later. We'll still probably do Emily's high chaos though. So let's see. I'm gonna kill too many rats. Thought it gives you mana, but maybe not. The white rats. That's probably a bone charm. That's not universal, just a bone charm that applies that. So it's just a waste to kill them. Otherwise, sorry rats. Is there another ways to go for now? There's... yeah, the hell. You can go in the water, it's just not much in there really. I've been using this. I don't have enhanced dark vision, so this should just show people. Shows them, but unless there's creatures in here. The hagfish, whatever. Supposed to get in that way in. Blood flies. Oh, I did, yeah, actually took care of them. Just took care of them. Where does it show that, I wonder, though? Submissions, extra missions. Not sure. Where that would show. I think if it's high chaos, that's full of blood flies. Maybe I'm imagining that, but it's a possibility, you know. I'll come back up there soon. It's hard to do. Auto use mana elixir if you press it, probably. Not quite. There's gotta be a way to angle that. Used to be good at grabbing the ledges. Not sure. Seems like that was up top. Okay. Just to take a quick swim. See. Explored here before, but didn't really too much. Dark vision. I mean, if you have enhanced, I did have enhanced with Corvo. I feel like it's not that bad. Come on, just a quick little swim. Yeah, I don't think you can go too far, but still gotta love all the design of it, you know. Pretty nice. Yeah, we got the invisible wall there. Yep, that's the wall. Oh. This works. Thought the shadow wall could work in the water. I haven't tried that yet. Curious. I think I need more mana for it though. No, doesn't work in the water. Get to the bottom. Yeah, not too much to explore in here. Well, lit area makes me think something might be there. Buried treasure and such. Not actually. Let's see. around. Explore a bit with Corvo too, but don't necessarily know how many changes there'd be between Emily and Corvo's play. Oh, it sends me to the bottom. That's interesting. There are limits to how far you can go, of course. It's alright. It's fine. Explored some. Didn't I have that health regen, oh yeah, it's a dark vision. That's why I was getting health back from dark vision. Strong lungs would be good here, but if you don't really need it. There's also one that you would heal in water. I forget if that was this one. Yeah, I do actually get health back in dark vision. That is nice. What's that one called again? Restorative Glimmer. Isn't that great? See quite the difference. Sepia. Anyway. Carry on for now. Get some health back, not much. Somewhat, right? Guess we'll move on for now. Here.
Ah, the Empress has risen. A peaceful sleep, I hope. Nothing like the pillows at Dunwall Tower, made of goose feathers.
Sit down when you want to talk.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which one you initiated on it, pretty sure. But we'll look at these other things. There's a lot of extra stuff you can do, I'm sure. It's just to find them sometimes. A lot of hidden Easter eggs and things. Expect that to work. As well as it did. Boil in the pots. Oh, I actually clicked it.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge
That was the nurse
that I
room.
saw things.
That was a cool part of it. Yeah.
Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of? Or what she's up
The
to.
witches on the gathering, yeah, it's interesting. Pretty fun missions.
There's a spark in your eyes. Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened.
Just high chaos, you'd probably say the opposite. Don't you think? Some of them you do.
Delilah Copperspoon. Or is it Caldwin?
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Delilah. My aunt, if that's really true. She has a twisted way of looking at the world. I don't know Duke Luca Abel, but Corvo served under Luca's father and said Theodanis was a good man. One of the more elaborate structures in Karnaca, closed to the public. More of the Duke's questionable rulership. It'll be good to see the Royal Conservatory, even if it's closed to the public.
Yeah, I remember the puzzle door and stuff like that, getting in.
Maybe I should begin a series of bloodfly-related sketches. Infested corpses and the like.
Ashworth has an interest in the occult. That's a snotty way to put it. In another life, he might be facing me along with her.
Does seem really similar voiceover from Megan and Billy Lurk. Well, actually, she is Billy Lurk, never mind. I forget. She has the arm, she gets the enhanced arm, but I just don't know, like, the series, obviously, that's after the events of this. Yeah, of course it's Billy Lurk. Dowd's second in command. I just forget that. They're the same person. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but it's just, such a different role for her. She gets all the upgrades and such. That's supposed to be the events after the timeline of this. That makes sense, doesn't it?
I've never paid a visit to the Royal Conservatory, but allegedly it has a number of unique pieces.
The great lighting and such, really nice.
Head to the skiff when you're ready, Empress.
The familiar creaks and groans of the dreadful whale. I lie awake listening, just to remind myself I'm safe again.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Safety on the ship, right?
Delilah's cult must be thrilled she's got the throne. But she wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire.
I'll get a quick drink and we'll carry on. Love Dishonored, I think is a good choice for tonight. We'll have plenty of time for the other things later. Maybe multiplayer tonight too, but I think this is a great adventure for us. One moment. Magnificent Monday. Officially done for now. But we'll keep on the fun times. Just to get us started, we had Dr. Death in here, so it's great fun. Alright, 1 minute. Right then, let's see. I mean, we'll have a lot more time for multiplayer games, especially with the better internet down the line, so we're going to focus more on single player now, make good progress, fully immerse ourselves and enjoy it when the internet doesn't really matter for them. Just the quality will be better, but we got some good 720, 1080p sessions, Wolfenstein, Baldur's Gate and such, so that's good. for our entire legacy and all. Alright, well, up we go. And I guess we might as well move on. There's not too many extra stuff that I know of. I could look it up or so, but for the most part, I like to discover it myself. So, you know, bonus objectives, achievements, and things. I think I'll mainly focus on that the next playthrough. This is still my first Emily playthrough, so I think it's good just to finish it for now. Get that low chaos rating and all. Alright. Next target. Yeah, I mean, you can follow the story and such. It's slightly different between Corvo and Emily. I give it there to read if you really want. Maybe I'll save that for the next playthrough, and that'd be better to read now in low chaos, of course, but I just don't really have the patience for it right now. After I already read her Dune House Harkonnen, so here we go. She teleports.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Yes, let's go.
There's her mask. To bandana. Alright, this is an interesting one. Forget if it's the same place as the puzzle door or not, but it's definitely a elaborate area. It's also similar to the other one with the Duke. They're kind of similar areas, but this one is more like high-tech and such. Remember, it's like a museum, yeah, all the different floors, the building. It's interesting. Let's see how we do it low chaos this time.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd.
That's what I wanted to do at the start of the stream. I'm forgetting my own channel rewards. I wanted to do this before the intro music.
If you never say hello, you will have to say goodbye.
Specifically the song, but dragons good too, right? Yes. Why are you showing me these tutorials? Come now, you think I need that after all these years of playing Dishonored? Seen some really impressive videos though, the people doing the combat and things. Really moment to moment, very accurate, very precise. Not sure how long it took them to make that, but it was just really impressive to watch. I was at the Hound Pits pub specifically. You can probably just look up Dishonored montage or something like that. It was at the Hound Pits pub in the first game. Yeah, those are definitely inspiring. Just how much work they put into every motion and every animation, like how they actually, you know, strung their combat and sequence things together. It's just really impressive. That's some of my favorite videos of Dishonored, but always enjoyed them myself, my own perspective of them. I mean, I first heard of it from the, well, commercials. There's all the Drunken Whaler commercials. On the Sci-Fi Channel, there was also the Face Off makeup show. They had the challenge for the game Dishonored, like make characters, makeup designs based on the game, based on like the atmosphere and character design of the game, which is pretty good from what I remember. And yeah, just a lot of commercials just made me really obsessed with it early on. And the Drunken Whaler song, of course, it's really lovely. So yeah, maybe we'll have a Dishonored marathon before I move to the higher internet, but at least we'll finish the Emily playthrough for now. And it makes sense not to go back to Dishonored 1 and Knife of Dunwall and Brigmore Witches, because I have played all that on Xbox. But we could buy it just for the stream, just to enjoy it, just go over all the achievements and enjoy every bit of it. I mean, the achievements keep you grounded, they keep you focused on goals and things. Generally, it's fun just to play it, take it at your own pace, do as many like side objectives, such like that as you want. Just be immersed in it, just enjoy it for what it is. Play how you want to play, you know, without much regard to the consequences in this type of game. But no, it's a lot of good stuff. They definitely added a few new things. Made it a lot easier to stun them and such, for example. The other one. Ooh, and a bug tutorial slide. That's interesting. But yeah, we'll take our time, enjoy it. There'll be plenty of time throughout to try other things.
They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play.
Abbey.
Turns out the Vice Overseer...
Yeah, it's always interesting. The Overseers, like a lot of the voiceover and such like that, a lot of the interaction in the Heretics brand in the first game. And other times when they would say, like in the Dodds hideout and such, and all the great force of them, and how you save all the fellow assassins, the Whalers from them. They would say stuff like, "Bring him down, brothers," stuff like that. It was always very impressive and interesting. And of course, the High Overseer in the first game. It's great to multiple ways to deal with him in the first game. It's find all the different options they gave you from the very beginning. What started on, I knew there would be a Dishonored 2 sequel even before it was confirmed, you know, I just knew it. People, you don't doubt me. It's like, oh, it's not even confirmed yet. I was like, oh, I know it. And there was actually initial hype. People thought it'd be called like Mists of Tivia or something. There'd be like pictures of it, and they would like describe it, you know, the sequel. That was kind of like fan-made stuff, but no, I could tell they would do a sequel of some kind, and it's nice they did the entire Dishonored 2 sequel and Death of the Outsider, like standalone games, so we'll play that one more time too. I don't think that really matters, high chaos or low chaos, but I'll try low chaos just because we did high chaos on stream, and this will be our first low chaos after the other ones too, but there'll be time for it all, you know, all in good time.
Here in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Excellent. See you soon. So good ally. We've got to appreciate the allies. Alright, so yeah, definitely the outpost is worth it. It's just extra, you know, advantage, so might as well do that. Temporary closure.
Brianna Ashworth is a true believer. She'll never turn away from Delilah. Delilah's coven crossed paths with my old gang 15 years back. It was a bad time. I'll meet you back here when it's done. If you can find Byrne's spying setup, he's probably collected some useful notes about whatever Ashworth is up to. Keep your head down and you might avoid a bloodbath.
See about that, right? Alright, quick save to be safe. With that hard save, some of the last mission, but I don't need too many hard saves for the most part, just if you're trying different approaches, maybe. Alright, got that Shadow Walk. Need to get runes and bone charms if possible. Do the hard on Megan later, she's at the camp anyway, so.
He has a charming smile. That's how he gets them to trust him. A terrible mistake. Push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies. He's as dull and as useless as the factory grinder he operates.
That's nice. Yeah, the game really encourages you just to be bloodthirsty, but honestly, there are big consequences to that. You don't think of it at the time, you think of the glory of battle, but there's some big consequences. They're not hostile, so it doesn't matter if they see me right away.
Between the flies and the film.
Like quick saves, so cute. It's trying to blink down there.
The job ain't so bad. Beats cheating people all day in a bank.
If I can just make it through this shit,
Just phase in.
then I can go and have a mug of something at the pub and feel a little like myself again.
The others try to lure him into their scheme, but he resists.
Seized right up. I told him to let it warm a little
Seized
first,
right up,
so
yes.
he can't say I didn't warn him.
Yes, you are. I think the slide tackle.
Now they say there's someone on the prowl. So much dust lately from all the mining.
What do you
Stepped up
want?
production.
Step back. If you're looking for trouble,
you're gonna find it. I don't like your face, but I can fix it. If that was long, then I'm a filthy bloodball. I'll break your face. You had it coming.
My luck, it'll be that sadistic crowd.
Wait, this isn't. What is this?
That's him, Rick to him.
Good. She ran away.
Oh no!
I won't let you get away so easily.
They can kill you in the shadow. Yeah, I don't want you to mess with the boat, obviously. Oh man. Yeah, obviously I'm not trying for the one life playthrough, but a lot of things which are just funny, and the attacks have never been very well designed. Anyway. Let's try that again.
I said, I'm scared.
I told her once, I told her 1,000 times.
What do you
It
want?
ain't my job to check on the
back.
grinders. Sometimes I think she's deaf on
It's
purpose.
funny, isn't it? How do they notice?
Get out of my face. If you're looking for trouble, you're gonna find it.
That's better, see? That's
I don't
better.
like your face, but I can fix it.
Yeah, that should work. Well enough, huh? Yeah, that's such short range. You need to get all the upgrades just to make it decent.
And I can go and have a moment.
Alright, moving on.
Something. at the
That's
pub.
good enough. Use mana, you don't trade mana.
Don't pick any fights you can't finish.
Glad I'm gonna use this with me. Oh shoot.
Hey, you! Come here!
You asked for it.
Come back here!
Didn't
You
want
don't
some.
stand any
They
chance.
helped the
Take
guard.
that, sadistic
I won't let you get away.
What do you do if you do bring them in, Megan? That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, forgot there's a guard that close there. Been a while. Just sneak past him. Can the guard go on the boat? Can't tell where to go.
Wherever you are!
What was that? He hit the whale oil? What happened? He hit the whale oil
down.
tank. That's crazy. Yeah, I better just knock him out. It's nice with me.
Butcher! Hey, who is
What? That's
That's not
ridiculous.
natural!
That's not right.
Both up. Stab him. Yeah, it's the easiest. Oh shit, wrong button. Wrong button. That guy just blew himself up. It was weird. One death won't make the difference. Low chaos, high chaos, but yeah, I'm just used to the attack. Alright, we'll kill that guy. Good guy. What? How? Okay. So yeah, he blew himself up. I had nothing to do with that. And I did kill that one back, so anyway.
Bloody Howard! Come here!
Fuck this up. What?
What?
Leave me alone. Please.
What's he shooting at? The rats?
I lost him!
Who the heck?
I need assistance!
Who is that? Oh, it's Howlers. The gang. The actual gang members. Fighting the City Watch. Yeah, I'm not gonna intervene with that. However that plays out.
Shit!
There's no need
I
to
bet
help
this
him.
one's carrying
Either
coin.
side. Whoops!
I'ma cut you into...
Yeah, it slows you down. No coin for you. Yeah, slow motion. That's why they howl. They're actual howlers. I don't know what happened with the fight there, but
Take it! How did you duck this
try
can't
to
be?
move on. Try to move on for now or so, but maintain low chaos as long as we don't kill too many is the thing. It's all about the body count for chaos. Let's see what else. The guards, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the information. Yeah, there's no need to backtrack every little mistake. I mean, it's just gonna take us forever and still not even be that satisfying of a result if we do that. So might as well just get through it. Look forward to better place later.
Someone there?
There once was a man from old Landro whose cock was as wee as a minnow. He tugged on it nightly, and ever so slightly.
Strange.
Who opened this door? Maybe the wind or something.
The window. That's hard. Approach them certain areas. Used to be able to chain the blink better, but used to the old game, I guess. That's the best way to deal with it. Non-lethal. Throw them if you have to do it multiple at a time is good too. Not always needed, you know. Split the one in half, but it's okay. Alright, I need to move them. Non-lethal. That's fine. Sure, get the information and also check the rune here. How to get to that.
He moves the drunks and turns their pockets out. That's how he makes extra coin. She sent a letter just this morning, inquiring if they might have room at the school for her son. He's shown promise in the arts. She was lost and frightened. He offered to escort her home. In an alley, he slit her throat.
Okay, let's see, anything here. It's the controls. I missed all that right in front of me. Yeah, it's good to get. Down there, approached them before. Gotta get to the runes somehow.
What happened here?
Madness happened down there. Okay, the rune is somewhere. That building. Well, check it out. There's dark vision, so necessary. There we go. It's the shop, secret black market. Yeah, what do you know?
Obviously, you are someone with refined taste.
I mean, you might as well spend the money here, but sometimes you can get in the back. There's other options.
Welcome to my shop.
Might
Say,
as well, though.
an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like?
Got a note there, other stuff. And yeah, we're at that optional objective. Associates location.
Welcome back. Please, take your time.
Stringing bolt, howling bolt. Yeah, it'd be better to buy the upgrades right away, probably, but let's see what we have here. Save combination.
All those valuable
also look
artworks
better
locked up in the
online,
conservatory where no one can see them.
Save the money.
Truly a shame.
Obviously, that's the real way to do it, is to buy here, but yeah, I'll buy the rune probably. Expensive rune, but gotta get them when you can, right? The one rewire tool. Yep, no way to steal it, so let's get it.
Excellent choice.
And that's for upgrades.
Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. It's a pleasure to have such a unique young lady in our store.
Blind, yeah, I like that one though.
No need to wrap it for you, I suppose.
And there's the pistol and the bone charms. There's a lot to spend it on, for sure. Yeah, stun mine charges is nice. I figured bone charm's pretty good, but you can get by without them, you know. Oh well, I'll do bone charm for now. That one's nice for like the magnification. Grenade. That's just the base, yeah, I haven't unlocked. Grenade upgrades basically. So yeah, stun mine is good, but yeah, spring race. Remember that, of course. Oh yeah, that's high chaos, very much so. But yeah, I mean, it's worth it if you use them correctly, but it takes patience to use those. I think I just do the bone charm. It's nice and straightforward.
I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
That's all my money I have for now. So yeah, the one rune, I can't get any upgrades yet, really, unless I do rat shadows. That's not a lot of mana for that, but it's worth it in certain areas, sure. So I'm gonna maybe save it for one of these. I don't remember if that's the one I got for Corvo or not. I remember using that a lot with him. I was thinking of the one in Death of the Outsider, wasn't I? That's definitely similar though, isn't it? This one is like an extra clone though. Yeah, the one you use in Death of the Outsider is like just one of her inherent abilities. You don't really choose your upgrades in that one. But yeah, I might want to upgrade Shadow Walk. Can also do Bone Charm crafting, but yeah, that's a nice straightforward one. It'll help for a lot of areas, a lot of entrances. Just need enough mana for it. Can I even do the one now? Can I choke them out with one? One enemy. Okay, so you can do that before the end. It doesn't last much longer than a few seconds anyway. But yeah, these you improve it. That's faster. Shadow Run. Shadow Walk, Shadow Run. And that up to 3 if you like using it. This will at least open more areas, you know, it'll give me a lot more opportunities to use it, so let's get Rat Shadows. That's automatically upgraded. Probably worth it. Quick save.
Come in, my friend.
Okay.
Always a delight to see you.
Yeah, that's that for now. Oh, didn't get his coins.
Oh.
There's the other howler just sitting there on the cliff of all places. Make sure she doesn't drown, yeah. Put her next to the others for now. There you go. Nice and easy there. It's still actually howling and such.
Might be time to spring for fish cake.
It's funny.
I don't feel like talking.
There's the flammable run. Dangerous. The guard she killed, yeah. I didn't kill him.
What? Somebody's not
vision.
feeling well.
Can't see too much. Yeah, not very well. The guy blew himself up with the whale oil or whatever. That was really strange. Maybe he just died from a howler or something. It's hard to tell what really happened here. Can use this as a distraction though. Obviously you just throw it there normally in combat, but
what?
I don't want to do more high chaos. So use it as a distraction when I need a distraction, I guess. I'm not gonna just throw it for no reason. Man, the reach is so short. Yeah, I remember in my first game I would definitely improve the blink, but yeah, these are not ideal range for that. These are good, but that one's really good. It's like some of the Dowd power would just actually freeze time while you were blinking, but yeah. Those aren't very super necessary, so if I can't improve the range, then there's not much point. Yeah, don't really need them. You just have to find the right angle to what's up. Whoops. a glimpse. You did catch a glimpse.
Imagine that. No.
What?
I wonder who that was.
You aren't going anywhere.
Don't let her escape! I'll be right. No use running.
That was where he actually shoots his comrade. You see that?
You're done.
Whoa, he actually hit me that time. Oh, that's crazy.
End of the road for you. No.
Could have got him while he was stunned, but too late.
Kneel down to your better.
Fancy.
Damn you!
Yeah, they have the fancy hits that require more. We'll see if this works. I haven't really tried it much. Yeah, it doesn't kill him, it just shoots him in the leg. Not many bolts though. Yeah, it's not lethal damage. I mean, obviously that would hurt, but he won't bleed to death or anything. Alright, well that was not ideal. I got injured, but yeah, they killed the howler there. It's alright. Okay, shopkeeper associate. How about this information up here? Might as well check it out. I mean, I got pretty good at it just because it was so familiar, the original Xbox game, that I even tried to play this one. Remember, originally with the Xbox controller, then I just figured out I might as well go to PC. It's not really necessary, like fighting games and such, we really need a PC. Dark Souls and stuff like that. Windmill operation. Okay. Oh, there's the overseers. In the chair. Whoops! I went to dark side there. Good thing I quick saved just in case. He's actually sleeping, isn't he? Oh, it's still good to knock him out. Take him out of the chair to choke him out. Okay, so. Yeah, just in case they come in or such. Let's put him outside. Bit of a better position there. Yeah, the overseers are pretty different than the first game too. I mean, they got a new look. There's several different factors. What do we have here?
Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The Overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small, but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Yeah, it's good to practice the restraint, the discipline to be low chaos in the first place. It's just a lot more challenging for obvious reasons, but it's worth it. I mean, it's nice to see all the different aspects. The first game I played every which way possible, even with, what was it, the gang leader, what was his name? Lockjaw or something? It's been a long time to play the first one. Yeah, the gang leader was interesting, stuff like that. Try to get their attention now. No, no one to hear that apparently. So some good industrial toilets. Alright, well, let's see what else here. So that was the information I needed from that. See how it comes into play, you know. Thieves' hideout. What's that up there? be the guards from earlier? Probably. Didn't realize his office was down here. Yeah, isn't that strange? Like it was right above where I was earlier. A lot of details. You just gotta pay attention. It's literally right next to them that whole time. Alright, well. Move on. See what's next. Likely to have a teleport. Fancy blade they have. They'll be fine. Just a shot on the lay. Yeah, the elite they are a lot more powerful in combat. And the veteran is even as dangerous as the elite, probably. I'm not sure which is more dangerous, but they're just different levels, different ranks. Right, obviously. Throw the whale oil or just disintegrate it. I've done that before. Oh, dude, that was close. Alright. There we go. More health. Could rewire it, but then you might get a lot more kills from the rewire tool. Best to do that for non-lethal devices. Remember that tower is really fun to hack, those other ones. Ooh, ambush. Forgot about that. Forgot all about that, didn't I? Change dark vision.
I know.
Trying to use dark vision in that, but then to use that button is to end it, so it's a waste. Yeah, I was hoping to choke one of them out in this form. It's just hard to see them now. Very hard to see them. That's the hints that it's ending. Well, not sure where they went, but we avoid them for the most part. It's the Coven of Witches, yeah, shooting bolts and things. Shards. Interesting. There's one. Oh, that's the, coming through the window.
I can't do anything for you. You'd better run.
Leave me alone!
Guys, the grapes. Prone to panic, I guess.
What's going on? Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Chloroform.
Someone protect me!
What's going on here?
What?
See, yeah, it works. It does work. You just gotta know that to know it. It's not like a really obvious tutorial for that. You either know that works, that helps, or you don't know about it. Oh, pistols and... Oh, shit. They shot their own woman. Alright, well, I kind of have to take elixir at this point. Could also use these, but I'd rather not, you know. So I'm gonna do the non-lethal pistol, that'd be challenging. That would be a challenge when it's sloppy, but it's so much... Orient could go back outside of easy. I wonder if I can shoot her without actually killing her. Oh no. Better to catch them off guard, honestly. That's what dark vision does.
I thought I saw someone right here. Let's check the place just in case.
Yeah, it'd be hard to do non-lethal pistol shot. It's worth a try, but... And the limbs, right? Hitbox. But they eventually, yeah, just stop paying attention. Obviously, they'd be searching harder than that if it were more dire situation, but can't blame their programming, their mechanics. Show you who that was. Let's try it, just see if it works. Oh, the chair is blocking. See if we get lucky. Wow, that was pretty fortunate, wasn't it? It's weird they kill each other like that. Anyway, should be low enough body count, you know.
We dump them into the bay. In a few days, the waves and hagfish will cover up what she's done. pushed out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies.
Yep, they shot her. Fellow guards shot her. Couldn't do anything about that.
Those around you cannot see me. I am here and not here when you call to me.
Spirit water. Is that the one you heal in the water? Oh yeah, I have extra slots now. I forgot to actually use them. I was going to. Drink from a fountain restores mana. Well, obviously I only need that when I'm near a fountain, but anyway, don't need that one. Don't really need that one. Health regeneration and mana doesn't generate. Backbone charms. Yeah, that's fine. All right, that'll be good. Yeah, void favors, especially for Shadow Walk. I've been using a lot of mana potions. Well, not a lot, but you know, some. All right, well, good enough overall.
She's not supposed to be drinking while on duty. There's no remorse for the harm he did. He feels people deserve what they get.
Yeah, I'll leave her as is. Nothing to do for her now. After all. Just today. Just unfortunate. Okay. Get all those runes and things by the conservatory. That's a lot. Runes plural there. Just one or not. Let's see. To get in there. Remember some of that from last playthrough, wasn't I here? Last playthrough, yeah, there's someone in here. No, I'm thinking of other place. Whoops! Yeah, that's dangerous. Howler bolts. A lot of traps. That didn't really do anything. It was interesting. Howler traps. What in the world? Sorry when they don't shoot you, but usually you can loot the mechanism. Guess not. That's alright. Shows the edge of the dark vision. There's the shrine!
Look at you, making your way across this shuddering...
I kind of like the original Outsider better, but change a lot of characters like Rings of Power and such too. Alright. Carry on a bit longer. Good fun, interesting times. Had some fun chats today with Death Note and everything else. Quite lovely. Okay, let's see.
City. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society. Forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Couple runes, not one rune. I already spent the one, never mind. Yeah, that's 2 runes. Yeah, reflex it. Oh, that was so nice to have that. Yeah. Oh, it's with your projectile. I could have done it with pistols the whole time and forgot about that. Yeah. I totally forgot about that one. Yeah, that's good I have that. Focus slide is also good. Kind of not with the runes, but And this one is definitely nice, I guess. And this one, bullets that you parry are deflected. That's good if you're high chaos. But this one is really good, I remember. Enemy spots you, then you have time to react. Yeah. That's good if you, I mean, don't want to be seen in the first place. You'd fail the achievements of Shadow, Ghost, you know, for not even being seen in the first place. But yeah, it's a good one for high chaos. Or just non-stealth. Bloodthirst is always fun on high chaos. Bloodfly Swarm. Yeah, I might wanna... Vitality wouldn't keep me alive, but that's kind of just me being lazy. It's not really unique in anything. So we'll save that for very hard difficulty or something. Strength is nice, there's no upgrades on it. Oh, there is. So you have throw objects farther and break doors. That's kind of basic from the other one. Don't need that either. So it's either Mesmerize or more. Shadow Walk could improve Dark Vision. That's really helpful, I think, on the full stealth one, but it's not super needed now. That would have been good for the Clockwork Soldiers, but I already went through that for them. I mean, there'll still be more, but just not as many. Alright, let me see what else here. Shadow Attack, Shadow Run. Shadow Run might actually be pretty good, but I do want more like unique ones, so I'll probably do Doppelganger. And, Mesmerize. I've just never done those before. They're unique to Emily. Domino's nice too, but it's nothing really super needed. So I'm thinking just these two because it is unique, interesting, and new. Nothing else here is really needed. I just have to remember I have, yeah, block projectiles. That's definitely nice. Block with a sword instead of just hoping not to get shot. Save a lot of health that way. And yeah, I guess I'll just save up for either Mesmerize 6 or Doppelganger 4. That'll take quite a bit to get that. But yeah, nothing else really need now. Agility is definitely nice, but again, it's luxurious things. It's not very essential things. Neither are these really. I could just, you know, keep the 3 here, but I think I'm gonna go one of those just to try them for the first time. So yeah, let's save up at least 4. Not 6. Decide which I'm patient enough for, which would be more worth it for the current mission and such. Alright. That'll be great. Harkonnen songs. Yeah, I actually block the bullets. I forget about all that. All those funny madness. Later on. Yep, that was worth it to get that. Getting all the other trap.
I heard a story once of a sailor caught forever in a fog. They traveled with her across all the seas. I am that sailor.
Stuff. Sail the seas. Okay, then. Break some planks. No.
People of Karnaka, some of you have questioned
The Royal Conservatory. What do those walls hide?
Let me answer all of this rabble-rousing at once. Disloyalty, sedition will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Vale.
So we have King Planners.
Won't stop until he has turned every bit of this land silver into shiny coin. I asked him to double the number of fine workers. He did it. No question. No complaints. No complaints. Karnaka needed miners, and he produced them. Thin air.
Weepers, yeah. More Weepers. See if this will work, yeah.
All right, my lovelies.
Get through it like that.
I'll show her out.
Crazy Reapers, they wouldn't talk as much the first game. They're different. They are different now.
What's going on here?
Nothing I can do about it.
The tower's shooting at me already? Holy. Don't know if that's at me or something else. Can't really tell. Yeah, it probably adds the chaos to kill the Weepers. I mean, they can possibly be cured, right? So, probably don't want to kill them. They are interesting, though, aren't they? Those type of characters. Just use this. Is this the flammable one? No, it's just wine. Just carrying wine. Alright, let me see here.
You can't
Damn.
So I'll just draw it. Now I have to hurt you.
They're interesting. This can go another way.
Are you gone? Good.
Choke him out, but it's
Wonder who that was.
not worth all the damage, all the health.
Anybody? Don't
They take it
search
slow.
the whole place. I don't have time for that.
My little ones. I'll make her leave.
It was safe, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, safe. There's the painting too. I always miss a lot of the paintings. Good to get more of those. Let me check real quick. Be very lovely. Good VOD tonight. Had a good active chat. Have a great VOD. We'll be just fine. Absolutely. Alright, let me see. Boom, boom, boom. The Royal Conservatory safe. Condemned building. Yeah, it's better than paying for it or whatever one. Alright. It doesn't tell you where to get it, just what it is. It's funny. Time traveling save, that was interesting too. Yeah, just says the save code location, the black market store. That's funny. Oh well, you're gonna make me work extra hard for without spending the in-game coin. Then I will. 1 second.
Greetings. No, think of back mask.
Read the dang notes, son. Damn, I got a lot of bone charms at that point. Understandable, but I don't need that many. Alright, let's see if that works. Nice, I'll be back. No, that doesn't work. Okay. Shit, I found it. Oh, you silly guy. Allen bolt it is for you. Rescue. I tried not to kill him. Gosh dang it. So difficult sometimes. Oh, really tried. It's not to be. Yeah, he was interesting. I mean, I think I might have hit him after the swarm. They're swarming me. I don't know. What happened there? Further safe. That's okay. Oh yeah, it might change or something. What does the note actually say? Gosh dang it. It'll take me forever to actually guess that one in. Indigo. That's alright, let's see what else here. Okay. It's rough. Mission 5.
Obviously, you don't have to buy it from the shopkeeper. You can still get here, you know, no problem there. Anyway, so the safe code is 206, and make sure you take the painting and some money from the...
It's completely different on the other one I watched. Isn't that weird? Maybe it changes for Corvo and Emily or something. Still not. What? Oh, I guess you actually have to buy it. Have to buy the code. There are a few options for each code. Oh, that's rough. That's a rough one. All right. Tried out 2 combinations. Try a couple more.
The biggest actions done.
Cool. Yeah, it's Emily. It should work for me. Very high up for the weaker. Okay, let me see. See the painting in a moment. Almost there. There are so many different combinations that are working for this one. That's so crazy to me. What? Alright, I guess you really have to buy it from the black market, but I have to read the note, but it like said, for anyone who wants the code, doesn't work. It's random. Yeah, it actually is random. You have to buy it. Let me see what the note says, at least. I didn't really read that before. When he got it from the shopkeep or whatever. I just didn't buy this time. So I thought I could avoid spending the gold. Look how much more of a mess. But at least I got other crazy things. I was carrying around a wheel. That's funny. Carrying around a wheel for the boat. Yeah, that opens the gate, I guess. The howlers.
Sorry, please. Your
Yes,
face.
let me see. Hey, you can grab the wheel.
What?
me see here. Let's see, buy the note. Okay.
What? Why do you cover your face? What do you want?
Cover your face. This one is hard, yeah. Randomly generated. My first run had 999 combinations. My first run. 2 999 combinations in the same run. Antidote in the Addermine Institute. We set the combination to. Yeah, it really is just random. Whatever it is, so now I'm gonna guess that or know what it is. Yeah, it's literally randomly generated. They don't want anyone to cheese it like this. So we'll be back to this one. That will take me at 999 guesses to get it right. I don't know if I'm really willing to sit through that much just for a little money or so, but we'll get the painting for now. Maybe that's enough to afford it. Ashworth within an existential graph. Very nice. Yeah, that's probably enough to buy it then. Sorry, Nest Keeper. Couldn't keep you alive this time. You're fine, crazy flies. They are pretty nasty. I'm trying to go to the black market at some point. At some point. Oh yeah, forget the guards. Dangerous thing. What?
Master killer. Heard some victims were found half devoured. Blood and shit everywhere.
Crazy. The moss. We'll pick it up from there, it's fine. Bit by bit. Unless rewire that, but if I do that, it's gonna shoot everyone. It's fun to do for sure, but yeah, it's better to not have it shoot everyone. It makes it really powerful. I mean, it is really good, but that's how they all die, you know? Let's see who else is here. Anybody I'm not noticing who's the one who just talked? Yeah, there we go. Is that a guard? Yes. Guards dealt with. Not in the water so it doesn't drown. Didn't put that bone charm on for mana. Might as well. Put it on now. Oh, it is equipped. Okay. What's that in the water? Hagfish. Regular fish. You don't see regular fish in the game much. You see hagfish, but this is actually regular fish. We'll leave them be. They're my nice fishies. Wait, it said sipping water. How do you actually sip water? I'm confused about that too. You don't really do that. Drinking from a fountain restores mana. How do you drink from such fountain? You are not explaining that to me. Thought of just being in the water has something for like health and stuff. Apparently you don't actually drink from the fountain. Water, it's a specific one. Specific water fountain that I don't remember seeing really at all. We'll figure it out. Spend less time in dark vision, but it is helpful. It is pretty helpful. Oops. Just to make it easy. Show your powers. That's fine. Okay, then. Is that the wall of light or something? Possibly. Can go on through there too. Yeah.
It flows from the fountain to the conservatory basement. There was work being done, so there's a grate missing. Maybe some animal crawled in there and died.
Disgusting.
You'd think someone inside the conservatory would complain.
The place is mostly shuttered, but somebody's still inside. There was a delivery from Jim Dash Clockworks a few days back.
Whatever you're doing, I'd be happier if the gate wasn't so close to that fountain.
Notice her up here. Surely not. Quick save to be safe. Just fine. Grassy patch for you. Put these in water. It just floats, yeah. I've never really done that much. That's interesting. Pretty interesting. Okay. There. Some other stuff there too.
I bet a week's wages. This is the
Easy rewire tool they just have on display. It's funny they don't really guard those at all. Yeah, he's in a tough plus spot. I want to go for the other one first.
What in the void just happened?
You didn't see anything. I'll just get up here. The lumber pile. Yeah, it's typical when they watch each other like that. Strike while the iron's hot. How do you even notice that? Almost hit him, yeah. Oh well, get the job done, just a little bit of damage. We'll work on that later. Sorry. There's the alarm. Trigger the alarm anyone's here, but that's kind of counterproductive. Am I missing something else here? Yeah, the shopkeeper associate. Bone charm there's. Anything else? Yeah, it's inside. Nothing else outside. Yeah, that'll be the last ones. Go for that. Locked, yeah. Go back to that. Better find there. Can run on them, doesn't make any difference. Just as long as you don't kill them, of course. Alright. Let's see. Inside. Oh.
Not this time. You bet.
They're not howlers, right? Making sure they're just people.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow.
Just
You want to
keep
buy
your
one?
head down.
Watch yourself around the Grand Guard.
Thank you for that. Rat skewer, very nice.
Just minding my own business, trying to get by.
She tells the children it's just tea, and after they're asleep, they're put on boats bound for Morley. When Grand Guard came searching, he risked everything to hide the child until they were gone.
It's where the run without the weapon out and the run with the weapon out. Quite different, isn't it? Blood fly. Get in there yet? There you go. You can't climb over. Isn't that great? Okay. Let's see. Oh, nasty trap. Walked right into that one, didn't I? Pulled straight ahead. Yep, that was nasty. Got to watch where you step. These situations. Anyway, there's the bone charm opportunity. Prototype. What prototype do you speak of here? Syria Gardens. Object. Roseboro. And combustions and explosions. Let me see. Grenades inflict more damage. That's alright. There's other upgrade levels on these two. Reverberating tubing, that's an upgrade, I'm guessing. Must be, right? And there's the map. Isn't that nice to see? Get an updated map. That is helpful for you. Map logs. Yes. A lot of things. Did I already go the Adamar Institute? Hard to remember that. Storyline, characters and things. Chloroform, for ether. As you saw earlier, very helpful. Whoops. Doesn't knock her out, that she's too sturdy for it, but knock all the other PCs out. Worth it to take with me. Probably, I mean, it's a ranged sleep dart, basically, but not as precise, but still pretty good. Yep, can also go that way. I think I do want to go back to the black market, though, and get the save code and things. Got time for that, so may as well, right? TT time. Find it again real quick here. Also a nice way to enter from up top there, but underneath is also good. And I have the rat hole access now, so should probably use that at some point. Rat shadows. Let's hit these two. Not really needed. I'm not chasing you. It's good. Funny. Back with all the guards. Areas, yeah. Like that. A few similar areas. Around the wall of light. I see where the power is hooked up, but pretty hard sometimes. You might be able to go over it actually. Yeah, let me try here. Really think about it. Nah, it doesn't let you. Doesn't let you bypass it that way. Be too easy, I guess. The reasons. Whoa, where'd he come from? Rogue agents. Troy, everyone knocked out. So. There you have it.
He can't sleep. He forces his wife and children to stay up too.
Alright. Black market was somewhere back here. Steam power. Yeah, those witches just kind of disappeared after that initial ambush. Yeah, I'll keep chasing you, I guess. Some parts of the city. Find it again. And in there. Oh, see, there's all that extra stuff like that. So many details, so many little things like that. Quite a bit. Howler dust, that's the stuff they were using earlier. Slow motion, flash powder. It's interesting. Gotta look for such interactables sometimes. Could rewire it, but yeah, doesn't last long. Walls of light, how does it work? The wheels are turning, right? Wheels of progress. Ingenuity. I'll find it again. These buildings. Short-term memory, I guess. Work on it a bit. It's like, where was it? It was further back in the city, yeah, it's like the part. Can't run through that, though. Nothing here. Fashion fun was. Later than I realized, yeah. Move on, but figured we should go back to the black market. Got to go help with some things. We'll be back. Pick it up from here, I guess. We'll find the black market. We'll move on from there. And I just want to get in, yeah, one of these ways real quick. Probably go on the top way there. Top way seems nice. But I'll check this way real quick. Just for a brief rundown. Obviously, I have the quick save one over right there. Quick saves whenever you save. Save is separate, so we'll load from the next quick save. Quick save by accident. We'll pick it up from there. It's not more good content, good things to see. Always enjoy it. So,
I wanted to visit this place with Wyman. How does this even work?
Yes, you can see. It is pretty difficult. Move in, yeah. One thing at a time is good. Just to take a quick look at it, yeah, that's the one I remember some of it, but it's good stuff. Alright, thank you tonight's chatters. We had fun with Death Note. Look forward to more. Great fun soon. We'll pick on the Dragon's Roost. Catch you later. Good night for now. Terrific Tuesday awaits. Gonna be great. Enjoy the VOD and see you soon. We'll get some more tomorrow for sure. Move in, yeah. We didn't get too at a time. Is good. Just see you soon. A quick look at it. Yeah, I remember some of it. But it's good stuff. We'll be back. All right. Thank you tonight's chatters. We had fun with Death Note. Look forward to more. Great fun soon. We'll pick on the Dragon's Roost. Catch you later. Good night for now. Terrific Tuesday awaits. Gonna be great. Enjoy the VOD and see you soon. We'll get some more tomorrow for sure. Move in, yeah. Get too at a time is good. Just see you soon. A quick look. Get it, yeah, I remember.
With electric guitar first, because it depends on the key. If it's in a weird key, we can deal with that on guitar. Ace the Slide, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. How are you? How was your stream? Drunken Cricket, thank you for still hanging out. Matroda, by the way, I read your message and I never even said hello. Not played this. I've not tried to play this before, so we're gonna see how well we can do off the cuff. All right, Valstrex theme. Dishonored, I really love those games. Have you played them? No, I haven't actually. Nice helmet, thank you. It's real metal. You can tell by how I hit my phone on it. Basil Guy's theme would be solid too. Let's give this one a go. Step number 1. This helmet feels so weird to wear.